What's up, everybody? I kind of just, I didn't know that the state of the play was today. I don't know why I didn't know that, but I didn't actually know that. So I got kind of lucky that it literally just started. So we're gonna go watch the state of the play, cause like surely there's gonna be surely there's Destiny info with Final Shape dropping next week. We haven't seen anything about the season yet, so I think this would be a good place to drop like either they'll show just the launch trailer, that's always a possibility. What's up, Maddox? State of the play live stream. Or they will like episode or launch trailer or something. Okay, so there will be something.
Where's this coming from?
Okay, so we're gonna, I usually fucking do this. And what is this on? Yeah, perfect. Okay, wait, do I have another? Monitor 1. Okay, so we're gonna switch this. Oh, this is fucking hard. How do I do this? Okay, let me make a copy. Duplicate. Second screen. Okay, so here now we're on that. Give me a second, sorry. What the fuck? What have I done? I'll get there, I promise. This is a marathon, is it? No. Because I think Marathon was first announced at a State of a Play, right? It was a year ago at a State of a Play? Of the Play? Is this Marathon? What the fuck is this? No, it said, no way it's Marathon. It's not all what it looks like. Tell me how the audio is. And then we're gonna move this guy.
How bad is it?
There.
You're still mad at me?
There we go. So if I want to play Destiny, we can. Okay. State of the play.
This is you.
I don't know how long this thing is supposed to be. How long is the Sony State of the Play? Probably usually about 30 minutes. Yeah.
Goodbye.
All right, we're actually gonna switch back to this. Because if I'm just watching it, we can just do this. Easy. Bam! We out here gaming! All right, how's every fucking person doing, by the way? How are you guys all doing? Welcome, friends.
We're bringing this back with us.
Surely there will be Destiny stuff, right? Surely.
Hey, Mark. What are you doing?
Getting us to the rendezvous point.
This looks like some Overwatch looking stuff. I don't.
Do not dare.
I guess it's not Sony, eh?
I swear I will bring
Oh,
vengeance.
look, there they are.
What the? I am glad you avoided a dishonorable death.
What is it?
Almost dying is the best way to learn how not to die.
Currently fishing on Throne World. No deafening whiskers. Hey, you got this. So on Tuesday reset, I went straight to the Hall of Champions with my 610 trophy saved. I got 2 shinies. Oof!
Satisfied customer. Goods delivered. I send everyone their cut.
Ooh, yeah.
So do you like
So here, wait. Let me put up a poll. Let me put up a poll. I want to know.
situations or whatever?
Hey, Mark. Don't joke about something like this.
Our next job is somewhere with less scaffolding.
No scaffolding. Zero scaffolding. I promise.
There we go.
We were apart for so long. I thought I'd never feel your fiery embrace again.
You sound ridiculous.
Does look kind of generic.
Concord is
Celebrating
a
verdict?
first-person shooter set in the vibrant sci-fi universe of the Concord galaxy. In Concord,
Like a grape?
the moment you log on,
It's
you
set
are
in the
part of
grape
the
galaxy?
Star, a group of guns for hire known in our galaxy as free gunners. Free gunners are
I feel like they're not going to go into the season with
nothing.
You know what I mean? But also, would they want to hype up the episode? Would they want to hype up the episode?
It's hard work, but it's our work.
When Final Shape hasn't launched? So I don't know. It's at a weird. The episode just might be a surprise drop, and we get the trailer like that fucking morning or something. I don't know.
Right on target.
I don't know, but surely they will. I have a hard time believing at the very least they won't show the launch trailer that we got here. Maybe with a little bit, maybe like a modified one or something. That's what I'm expecting, that at the very least. I missed your membership. I'm so sorry, Nathan. Thank you so much for re-upping. How many months is it? Oh, I guess it shows 6. Oh, 1 year? At least 1 year? Sorry, I'm so sorry, Nathan. Coolio, thank you for the sub, my friend. Oh my gosh, she's Song of Flame. Yeah, I'm not really feeling this. This does feel very kind of generic. It feels like a mix between Overwatch and Valorant, right? Like a pretty standard character shooter type deal.
We risk our lives every day to do the job.
I'll clear the way. Time to show them the big guns. That's me.
I mean, it's almost exactly what it is.
This crew will go anywhere. Take any job. Face any enemy.
This is what I don't understand about games in this genre, is they always feel the same. This happened with battle royales as well. Is they all at a point, like the first 2 or 3 were very unique, and then people just stopped iterating or innovating on it. Like they just started only releasing the same game with different graphics or whatever, you know. I'd say short of like PUBG, Fortnite, Apex, I feel like there were very few other, and maybe like a couple others other than that. But other than that, everything was the same as one of those. Maybe like Warzone had its thing, I guess. Warzone had its own. You know, it was pretty much just a better feeling PUBG, right? But.
We ended up finding ourselves.
And so that's how I feel about this. Like I feel like Valorant got really popular, and now I've seen 20 knockoffs of it, and it's just not. Nothing ever makes me go, oh yeah, this is different than that, you know?
Possibility space of 2 different characters colliding. It's all about creating opportunities for improvisation. That's where we can get out of the way and let players find their own magic. We also have abilities that are meant to have impact beyond direct combat. Deployable gear that can persist throughout a full game, so whether that's multiple rounds of a mode or multiple respawns across a match. There are healing pads, bullet blocking.
Oh, is that Josh?
Explosive traps, lane blocking walls, all kinds of ways to support your team or disrupt your enemies. Coordinated teams.
Well, fucking Josh Hamrick's on it. I changed my mind. This is the coolest shit ever.
Players can shift the battle.
And Josh we trust, brothers.
We've got everything from mystics and medics to gunslingers and sparked
Better than the Final Shape dog.
Every character brings their own unique personality, skills, and wide-ranging perspectives to the crew.
You got Godslayer? Let's go, Bjorn!
You will be welcomed.
I didn't even read Josh's name on screen. If Josh is on this, I trust it. It'll be good.
Off the job. They will feature ongoing narrative arcs that character stories and
it's funny how knowing a single death changes everything. You know what? I lied.
Kissing a tchotchke.
We're excited to share that we'll be hosting a pre-launch beta in July, followed by Concord's global launch on August 23rd, 2024.
I mean, it looks fine. I do think it looks. I didn't see anything there that made it look different than those other types of games, so. I do like the bright art style. I think that's an art style that's not used a lot enough in games. That's why I really like Marathon's art style too. Very vibrant from what we've seen. Give me destiny or give me destiny.
You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you? A calm and reasonable person.
Spoilers.
We don't really
Oh, for PC! I should play these, man. Every time a God of War comes out, I'll just watch like all the cutscenes on YouTube. I am so fascinated with the God of War lore. I've seen every God of War cutscene across all like 8 games, something like that, 7, 8, 9 games. I've seen every cutscene. I've never played a God of War. I've never touched the game ever, and I've seen everything. I'm so fascinated with like in high school too. I loved like mythologies, and so it got me, the Greek mythology aspect of it got me really hooked into God of War. And I love the idea of hopping into different mythologies. I think that's fucking fantastic. So I just never owned a PlayStation growing up. You know, it's just like, I think at one point we had a PlayStation 3, but I never played it. I was an Xbox, played Xbox my entire life, with Nintendo sprinkled in there a little bit, but. Greek or Nordic? I would pick Greek, but I do like Nordic a lot. But Greek is just like peak mythology for me. A mythology that I've started to, I don't like, in high school I like read mythology. Like I thought that shit was fascinating. I don't really do that anymore. I'm much less of a reader since becoming a scientist. So reading scientific papers ruins the joy of regular reading, let me tell you. Because you just have to learn how to read a different way, and it's fucking awful, okay? But I've started to get really interested in learning more about like more Eastern mythologies, you know, Japanese and Chinese mythologies and stuff. They're so unique. They've got their own flavor to them compared to like more European mythologies, and I think that's really cool. Yeah, when I was a kid, I loved Percy Jackson, dude. All right, Troy, you're banned, buddy.
Momo, I think I was dreaming. It wasn't a dream.
What in the waifu nonsense is this?
The path of a stylist is never easy.
The last Assassin's Creed I played was Assassin's Creed 3. I did really like those games. I just stopped playing single-player games at some point. Probably right around when I started playing Destiny. But yeah, I used to love the Assassin's Creed game. Actually, no, it was Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I remember. I played that shit, and I got so annoyed at the boat mechanics. I hate ship mechanics. I hate airship mechanics. I hate boat mechanics in a video. I've never played a game where that shit feels good. And that pissed me off, and I never played another Assassin's Creed after that. I do not believe. But Assassin's Creed 3 is my favorite out of I played everything before that. I love Assassin's Creed 3. Is this Destiny 3? What is happening here?
Is it you who pursues infinity? Or is infinity awaiting you?
That's just Melania, right?
Stars. Feuds.
This is the Sony State of the Play. I'm expecting some Destiny stuff. I'm hoping for some Destiny stuff. What do you guys think? 50% yes. 35% no. Wow. 15% marathon. This is the one problem with it's one problem I end up always having with these reveal streams. Xbox does it too. I feel absolutely nothing for like anime style games, and I feel like they always end up being like 50% anime style games, you know what I mean? And I just have to sit here and be like, what is this? You know, this is a little different. This is more like Elden Ring. It's got that anime feel to it. You know what I mean? Like Final Fantasy-ish. Those are a bit better. But like just pure anime games, I'm just like, not my thing. What is this art style called? This Final Fantasy sort of thing. What would you call this? Pretty cool monster design.
Remember, no matter what happens,
Sony already leaked the entire final shape. What else do you want? That's so based. This is like those ads at the beginning of movies. You know, it's got like the weird, silence your cell phone, the AMC theater music. That's exactly what that is. Concessions in the lobby. Silence your cell phone. That's exactly what this is.
I thought I could be a hero and break the curse. But I was a fool. There's no hope here. And the gods that walk among us thirst for
Among Us? Among Us mention? I always think it's really funny when we get these gameplay trailers that are optimized really badly. And it's like the gameplay's laggy in the presentation that's supposed to sell the game. It's like,
The poison in my veins begs me to kill.
Or maybe that's just a frame rate thing and I just can't tell the difference, but... Bro, caught the arrow! That's illegal! What the fuck?
The power of our god is immeasurable.
Thought I could be a hero. But heroes don't survive the Forsaken Lands.
Bro got his face cut off. That's brutal.
Only monsters do.
I take it back. This is my type of game. Did you see how many feet he almost got stepped on by? Shit. Is this Alien Isolation? What is this? Yeah, it is. Okay. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you can't... Trailers at 15 FPS do nothing for me. I don't know. I think I would really... I think I'm the type of person that would really get into VR, though. I've just never let myself... I know I'm in a VR headset. I feel like I would go down a very... dangerous rabbit hole if I got a VR headset.
I'm back on
so it's like
play to introduce more exciting titles coming to PlayStation. Starting with a highly anticipated PvP shooter, playable
15 FPS is just a new design decision. This has got to be a Spider-Man game, right? Oh, it's Marvel Rivals? No, it's not. Is it? Is this the art style of Marvel Rivals?
Destiny awaits.
Destiny teaser? Yeah, it is Marvel Rivals. Okay.
Stronger together.
Bro, you think Adam Warlock would be on a team with Punisher? He could destroy them. Literally the god of death, by the way. Against the Punisher? Come on! This is the least believable thing I've ever seen. Yeah, it's pretty much Marvel Overwatch. I think it just got out of beta or something. Because I saw people playing it. Oh, a Spider-Man Venom team up's actually pretty cool. There's a limited playtest or something. Gotcha. I really like the art direction for this. I think it looks really good, especially in like the character screens. I was seeing stuff.
Okay, let's see how mankind has conquered space.
Waifu Galactus? Excuse me? That feels disrespectful. What did they do to Galactus, dude? They gave him boobs. I'm into it, can't lie. I'm down. Well, hear me out. Ah, Big Fish. I've seen this movie. Is this a Ghost of Tsushima? Or is this something different? I never played that either. That's another problem with these. When I watch all these, I get really excited and I like seeing trailers and I like seeing what people are doing, but I don't really play many other games. So it's usually just me going, oh, I saw that, I never played it. Oh, I never played that. Oh, I've never seen this before. Oh, I've never played that. That's just pretty much my life. I really like that art style. That looks like a lot of fun. That game too, the flow of the game looked really good as well.
Hello, friends and fans.
Ballistic Moon's like a fucking cool ass name for a studio.
Back to the annual Blackwood Winter Getaway.
Broaden your horizon. I ain't got time.
Can't hide from me, Michael.
No, don't hurt the bird.
It means so much to me that we're all still here together.
Fight the break of
Someone's about to die in
I
this.
feel like someone's watching it.
Yeah, is it Until Dawn? Yeah, it is. Sick. Okay.
Let's make this one trip we will never forget.
Mike, Emily.
So I've also never played this, but I guarantee I'd love it. I'm a huge horror guy. I love horror, like movies and like the whole thing. I bet I would love this franchise.
I don't want to make hasty decisions that get everyone killed. We should stay put right here until dawn.
Oh my god, she said the thing.
You can't let me die.
Same thing with Dead by Daylight. Death by Daylight, Dead by Daylight. I would really like that game too. I know it. Favorite horror movie? That's an excellent question. Either the original Scream or The Thing. I'd say the original The Thing, not the original. The one with John Carpenter's The Thing. Because I think there was one before that too. And not the sequel remake soft reboot thing that they did in the 2000s.
Arkham was once a peaceful land, but each day descends further into madness. Famine and plague besiege us. The very earth is being...
This looks exactly like Diablo. What is this?
Once our protection.
It's not Diablo, obviously, but it looks like it.
And now they come for me.
Scream is a comedy. I mean, I think there's like a bunch of famous quotes where it's like, in essence, most horror games are comedies, right? Or not games, movies. But I love the Scream franchise. I would say Saw is my favorite like franchise of horror movies, but Scream is like right there. It's a better Diablo? Oh.
I'll remove your head myself. But I need not do it alone.
Couch co-op. In 2024, who has a couch nowadays? What? It's a joke. We have couches. That was a joke. People don't just sit in lawn chairs in their living rooms? Yo, what's up, Loco? How you doing? This looks identical. The only things that are different are the skill bars. But everything about this game, like, I would not be able to tell you the difference between this and Diablo. I want a Dead Space movie. I think Dead Space would be my favorite franchise if it was movies.
Excuse me.
Oh, is it Silent Hill?
I was just... It's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Oh, it is.
Looking for Silent Hill?
Yes! Okay, let's go. I played a couple of these. I love Silent Hill.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe.
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not.
Is this is a remake one, right?
No, you shouldn't be here.
Oh, I fucking the vibes of Silent Hill are immaculate, dude.
I'll be good, I promise. Tell him I'll be good, please.
That's so true, Vitamin. I played a lot of Minecraft in the past, and I play a lot of zombies. Call of Duty Zombies.
Please.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm really excited for a new BioShock game.
Capcom announced this next game last December, offering just a glimpse.
This is almost done. There's only like 5-10 more minutes in this, I think.
I'm so excited to share the first full gameplay trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds.
As soon as we find a good spot, we can get things set up and ready to go. And then
That's just Amanda Holiday, not that one.
This is gonna be great.
You bet.
This is Amanda Holiday if she didn't find the last city. Amanda Holiday if she was born in like Nevada instead of Texas.
Incredible. I've never heard of a Karachnoth herd this big before. One of them's got big spikes on its back.
There's no way they don't do some sort of Destiny trailer, right? It's gotta be one of their biggest money earners of the year, and it launches next week.
Now to lead it away from the pack.
The short cat one is Eva for sure.
The sandstorm.
Their Destiny trailer is leaking it. That's
Now commencing the hunt by order of the guild.
I like how these trailers are just people getting fucked up by random monsters. He's got Queenbreaker's bow on his back. What the?
selected you as a lead hunter for this expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Just a hype trailer, like nothing with like much new information. Just a hype trailer, or like I said, an episode trailer. All right, that thing's cute as fuck. I'll give it to you. Not that one, the fox. This feels like fourth wall breaking that I'm not comfortable with. It's Wii Sports Resort! Yeah, I was about to say, this just kind of looks like Mario. He even kind of sounds like Yoshi. Well, I don't know how I feel about all the PlayStation stuff in this. And that's clearly just Donkey Kong. My man unlocks Prismatic. God of War guy. This is honestly probably the most enticing thing I've seen so far. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. I kind of fucks with Astro Bot. That was pretty good. Okay. Well played, Astro Bot marketing team. Well played.
Be sure to visit PlayStation blog for more on the games you just saw, as well as PlayStation.com for the latest on Days of
So is this the end?
This global celebration runs through June 12th.
No Destiny?
Deals on PlayStation Store, great new content coming to PlayStation Plus, and much more.
Come on, it launches next week, Sony. And you fucked it up this morning. Throw him a bone. All right.
PlayStation.
Yeah. Okay. Is that it? Not even a launch not even the launch trailer that was already made. That's very interesting.
Oh my goodness, welcome back.
Okay. Huh. Gotta say, didn't see that one coming. Okay. Bungie did stuff today. So we got the artifacts mods that we're gonna look at. And then they also, so first we'll take a look at, they're doing a collaboration with Dungeons and Dragons, which, did not see coming at all. I mean, fuck, man. Fortnite, Mass Effect, PlayStation stuff, Ghostbusters, this, Witcher, Assassin's Creed, all over the place. Whoever is setting up these collaborations, huge net, you know, and I like it. I really like it, so pretty cool. And once again, I say this a lot, like, I'm not a big fan of, like, a lot of the Eververse stuff. I feel like a lot of it can get pretty predatory. Oh yeah, and Halo, that was the Dares of Eternity stuff. That doesn't really count, but kind of. A lot of Eververse I feel like can get pretty predatory, but if there is any armor set I'm fine with them, like, charging for, or armor sets I'm fine with them charging for. It's definitely like these collaborations, right? Like, these are things that shouldn't really exist in the game. And from, like, a lore perspective, they're collaborations, like, two companies have to make, or there's, like, licensing that they have to make their money back on, or whatever, however this works. And so, like, I am fine with these, like, you know, being $15 a set or whatever. And I'm just happy we get, I feel like some of our most unique and creative armor sets have come from these things. So I think these are cool. Oh, also, I'm going to preface this by saying I know my only Dungeons and Dragons knowledge comes from Stranger Things. So, did you see the storage requirements for Final Shape? Yeah, we'll go over them, but it's fucking massive. BioShock collab would be absurd. This is a sick, big emote, the D20 roll. And their trailer team is fucking absurd recently, man. Like, they're playing in the helm and then they roll and then they're in the world. Fucking crazy. I mean, they cooked. I feel like every trailer recently has been ridiculous. A Doom collab would be really cool. It would be kind of hard for a Doom collab because, like, do you just make everything Doom guy, or? Yeah, so they said the Titan is based off of, let me read this real quick. Let me go to the press release. Because once again, I don't really know much about Dungeons and Dragons. Although I do think I would like to play it. I grew up in the South. When I was a kid, Dungeons and Dragons was still, like, considered satanic or whatever, you know what I mean? My mom probably would have kicked me out of the house, to be completely honest. Real shit. You guys think I'm fucking crazy? If you've never lived in the South, you don't know. My mom didn't let me play Pokemon until I was like 13 or 14 because it had evolution in it. That's my life. That's why I'm a scientist, by the way. Here we go. Apex Draconic set for Titans, Spectral Displacer set for Hunters, and Flayer's Dominion set for Warlocks. I think the TWAB actually says what they're based off of. That's how it goes. That's how it fucking goes, man. So it's Gold Dragon. I guess that's just a thing. I could have told you that was based off of a Gold Dragon, but I guess it's actually just called Gold Dragon. A Mind Flayer, which I know from Stranger Things. And Displacer Beast? I don't really know what a Displacer Beast is, but two of these three have tentacles. So I'm down for it, you know? I'm here for it. Looks sick. And we'll look at, I'll pull up the actual pictures here from the press kit. The Gold Dragon's definitely the coolest because it's gold. Oh, I think I actually already downloaded this one. They really love using Nova Bombs in trailers, which I respect. There's nothing wrong with that. Nova Bomb's one of the coolest sounding supers for sure. So like, here we go. This is a 4K, so we can zoom the fuck in with all of this. And we can look at, here's the, we also get these, so I imagine this is supposed to be a griffin and a this dragon ship, unironically, is pretty hard, dude. And then they said what this ghost is based off of, but I don't remember. The infamous floating gaze monster from the D&D universe. I've never seen it. I would have called it a flying purple people eater. But looks pretty cool. Owl bear? It's called a fucking owl bear? What's the difference between an owl bear and the voice crack though, and a griffin? Is a griffin, it's not part bear, it's part, I guess it's not owl either, right? It's like an eagle and a lion or some shit. This looks like the Walgreens version of a griffin. It's a beholder, okay. And they are also releasing a physical version of the beholder. Kind of cool. I love niche stuff like this. This is pretty fun. Owl bears are better than griffins. Oh, okay. They should have made a skimmer. But anyways, it's cool. It's cool. Here's the armor set. Golden Dragon. I bet this shit will go very, very nicely with the Season of the Deep sets, or Ghost of the Deep. Yeah, either the Ghost of the Deep or especially the Season of the Deep sets. Like this helmet, the gauntlets would match really well. I mean, this cloak goes unbelievably hard. I'm a big side cloak guy. It said the Titan set was just a golden dragon. We have a Mind Flayer for the Warlock. I mean, I don't really know much like the lore behind a Mind Flayer, but this is just the fucking Shadow Man from Zombies. That's just this dude. Which, honestly, they're why is this the lowest fucking res thing I've ever seen in my entire life? Can I have, like, a high-res version of this picture, please? Here we go. So this is the Shadow Man. Or a rendition of him. Very Cthulhu-esque. I imagine this is supposed to be very Cthulhu-esque as well. The Shadow Man is from Shadows of Evil. Well, it's Dr. Monty. So you actually, it's in Shadows of Evil and Revelations and maybe a couple other maps he might show up in. I don't remember. But pretty much the same thing. Looks great. This Bond goes hard. I mean, the robes, these sets are really fucking good. And then the Hunter, what did they call the Hunter? Some shit I had never heard of. The Spectral Displacer. Oh, it's like a fucking lion looking. It's like a lion with tentacles. Yeah, I fucks with that. Okay. Oh yeah, and his face is like a tigery, a lion tigery. It's cat-like. I love the holographics on the hood too. This shit could go really hard. Mind Flayer video, very relevant. Brother, I'm not watching a Dungeon Soup video on stream. If this is the guy I think it is, maybe not, but I think it's the guy I think it is. Sick armor sets, man. I feel like they really killed a lot of this. More Panther. Oh, fair enough. Oh, yeah, this is my cat. That's right, dude. This is Hunter. Yeah, it looks great, though. Looks real good. This is Titan. So I'm excited for that. Collab team killed it as usual. And then we have the only other thing in the TWAB, really, was the artifact. So first off, the artifact itself is really cool. It's like a journal. I don't know if it's supposed to be Cade's journal or what, but it's got some spin foil in there. It's got like it's like a holopad, and then it's just got a bunch of little references to stuff, which is pretty fucking cool. So Scarrow, thoughts on the Gobblegums coming back? I haven't really been paying attention to Black Ops 6 stuff. I've seen some of the video, the thumbnails and stuff, but I've just been I just want a launch trailer, so I've been just kind of waiting. So Ace of Spade card as well. So I heard I'm meant to regret not doing bounty prep. That's correct. Only if you're going for a day 1, day 2 contest mode completion of the raid. Honestly, like, you can, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. Like, you can just AFK if you really want to, you know, get 7, 8 levels a night. It'll get up there. It'll be aight. But still, even there, right? Like, let's say you AFK while you're sleeping 7, 8 hours a night. That still only gets you up to 24. You want to get to 32. So you can probably do it. 32, ideal is 40 and a half, right? So, or somewhere in there, 40 and a half, 41 is ideal. So you can get 2 in the second column. I think that would be a little more difficult, but I think you could definitely get to 1 in the last column. So, yeah. Yeah, we do know the light level. It has nothing to do. Is it 42 for the final column? It is. I believe it's 32 for 1 in the final column, somewhere in there. 32, 32 and a half, and then 40 and a half, I believe, or 41 and a half, somewhere in there. I think it's 40 and a half for a second in column 5. So I just think, like, look, for 90% of people, this won't matter. It only matters to bounty prep. I said this in my video. I've said this for the past 10 years. I just think this is the most important time to ever do it. It really only matters to bounty prep if you want a contest completion. I think this is easily shaping up to be one of the I don't want to say most, but one of the more powerful artifacts we've had in a long time. You only have 3 days to prep. And by all accounts from Bungie, the raid's gonna fucking kick us in the teeth. So it's like short prep time, hard raid, good artifact, you know. It matters most for people trying to get a good placement, for sure. Thank you, Wobby. So, yeah, even the macro, like I said, you get about a level an hour. So, you can make it. But it'll be kind of weird, you know, so. Sword, yeah, I did, the sword thing is a little strange. I don't think swords are going to be that good in the raid, to say, just because Crota was a sword raid. Like, Crota has, like a 35% damage bonus for swords, something like that. Is it that high? That feels really high when I say it, but I'm pretty sure I remember it was 35. I could be wrong. Wobby, fact check me. Yeah, those are gonna disappear, gamer. But I don't see them really doing 2 raids in a row that are sword heavy, but could always be wrong. I do think that there's I'm hoping this raid's gonna be the longest one in a long time, and that there's gonna be multiple different. They've already teased that DPS is gonna be kind of weird, so I'm interested to see what that means. 35% from swords, minus 13% on heavy GLs. Yeah. So that's cool. I just don't see them doing that twice. But who fucking knows, man? It's Bungie. They can do whatever they want. You know what I mean? Maybe a Riven type of DPS. I really hope so. Yeah. Maybe it'll be 8 encounters. No. Like, I'll be happy with 5. Anything more than 4, I'll be happy with. Ecstatic for 6. If we get 7, I'll die of disbelief. You know, I don't think we get any more than. I don't think we get any more than 4. I definitely don't think we get any more than 5, and I super don't think we get any more than 6. So anti-barriers, pulse rifle, unstoppable sidearm, which normally I'm like, ugh, but now that rocket sidearms are sick, I'm diggy for this. Unstopped scout rifle, no one cares. Overload hand cannon, that's another one of my favorites. I like that one. Anti-barrier machine gun, not really feeling a lot of the anti-barrier like, I guess SMGs are still really good, but man, if you make me choose between Indebted Kindness and Ikelos, I'm picking Indebted Kindness every time nowadays. You know what I mean? So, but Barrier's also the easiest one because it works with Radiant, right? So, not too worried about that. We only have one rocket pistol currently, but we know that there is a Strand and I believe a Solar one coming with the final shape. So, we will have access to 2. I don't know if we know where this. Well, maybe I shouldn't say stuff like this because I'm sure the leaks told us, but the only one that we know of or are supposed to know, I guess, is that the Strand rocket pistol is a destination weapon from the Pale Heart. So I did not watch Fallout's video, no. I do need to, though. I do plan to. So we also have Buried Bloodline. Yeah, Buried Bloodline is good. I don't play Void a lot, so, but it is good. Nice little utility weapon. I think rocket sidearms are like, when Indebted Kindness was first launched, I really slept on it. It's very good. Logic Reductor. Weapons with the Radioloria Transposer Origin perk deal increased damage to the Vex, so I assume that is going to be the episode origin trait. Extends the duration of Radioloria pools created by Radioloria Transposer. So to me, that tells me that this origin perk creates friendly Radioloria pools that damage enemies if you do something, probably kill them or something. Kind of fucking sick. Pretty sick. Overcharged Armory. Weapons with the Dealer's Choice Radioloria. Dealer's Choice is, I mean, we don't know what all of these are from, but Dealer's Choice is probably Pale Heart weapons. Radioloria Transposer is probably the weapons that we already talked about. The episode weapons. Collective Purpose and Sundering. So one of those is probably the raid traits. And the other one's probably the Season of the Dawn traits, weapon traits, right? Something like that. So, yeah, kind of Witherhoard, yeah. And once again, no spoilers, please. Sundering is, oh, yeah, sorry. Thank you for that call. Oh, shit, brother. I don't know. What does that even do? Let me pull that shit up real quick. We have too many names we have to remember nowadays. Yeah. So that's what they're talking about with the Fallout video, Prince. I guess Fallout did some digging and got all the perks. Indebted Kindness is on my character. What's Sundering do? Sundering, destroying vehicles and constructs for breaking target's shield or breaking shields grants us weapon bonus reload speed and charge rates. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's pretty good, so it'll be even better now. Yeah. The energy cost of elemental mods are significantly discounted. Elemental charge mods, excuse me. Rounds loaded by Cast No Shadows origin perk can overflow the magazine. It's Saint's Inspiration. So this is the Season of the Dawn weapons, almost certainly, right? Unless it's another one I'm forgetting about. What's the best grind for Into the Light guns? I know. No, it's not. It is round 50 Legend is by far the best way to farm now, especially now that all the drop rates are doubled or increased, and then the shinies are doubled. 50 Legend was already the best way to grind. Now it's like extra the best way to grind. Winning hand while using weapons with dealer's choice origin trait, combatant precision final blows, or rapidly defeating combatants causes the targets to explode, dealing solar damage to nearby enemies. This is going to go really hard. I think the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking that like my prismatic build's going to be like solar strand, like sunshot in the new rocket pistol type of deal, you know? Or like Cartesian, something like that, you know? And I just like the idea. I think Strand and Solar have a lot of good synergy, and they're kind of playing into that here as well. So I think that could be a lot of fun. Something I'm interested in personally. Elemental Siphon, rapid final blows with a kinetic weapon or a weapon matching your subclass super. Create an elemental pickup that matches your equip super. That could be kind of fun for some prismatic stuff. Mini Sunshot, yeah. Oh, or Red Death. Yeah, like rocket pistol, Red Death, or even is it the Nox, the Strand Fusion? Like we have a lot of really good Strand secondaries now. So what else am I forgetting here? Swordbreaker could go really hard. Oh, I play Sino a lot, so like Incisor as well, like. You know, lots of really good combos that you can do there, I think. So something I'm gonna definitely keep my eye out for. Overload Sword, love that one. Red Death with anti-barrier and healing could go hard in GMs. Yeah, I think Red Death is shaping up to go really hard in a lot of stuff. Just kind of depends. I really think it's gonna come down to what its catalyst does. So, we'll see. The only problem with the Stasis Strand hybrid is you then have to supplement with like light guns to get the light side of your Transcendence, right? So you got to try to balance light and dark. That's why I'm thinking, you know, Strand Solar I think is a really good, mostly because I like Strand a lot more than Stasis, generally. And Solar's my favorite light as well that I play mostly, so. Could use the fragment instead. What fragment? Fire and ice, yeah, fire and stasis as well. If you're using conditional, like I think conditional and like not sunshot, and Zali's would go really hard, something like that as well. Killing stuff with dark debuffs gives light energy. Oh, yeah. You'd have to like go into like slice though. Or what is that called? Slice. Severed. You'd have to really spec into Severed. Does suspend count as a debuff? Surely it does. Yeah, there's probably ways around it. Yeah. Okay. Stasis weapon final blows against slowed or frozen targets released a burst that slows. This could be a pretty good one if you go into that conditional finality route, which I do think that's another one I'm going to try. I do think conditional will be quite busted. And it didn't. Did conditional get any nerfs? I don't remember reading about any conditional specific nerfs. But I mean, dude, there's so much to keep up with. So this is all stuff I'm just kind of taking a mental note of. And let me pull up. Let me see if conditional got any nerfs or what it did specifically. All mental notes I'm keeping in my head. Let's see what we got here. So conditional finality did not get the slight buff for the removal of spec mods. That makes sense. So I guess technically like a slight nerf compared to everything else, but not really. Oh, well. Yeah, it looks like conditional got out like relatively unscathed, so. Yeah, it is getting that nice Bungie Foundation ornament. That's a good point. Breaking combatant shield grants increased weapon stability, handling, and reload speed. If that shit counts in PvP, that's gonna be good. Very good. Threaded blast, destroying a tangle with strand weapons, creates a larger and more damaging explosion. I believe we had this with the season that Lightfall launched, or one of the ones soon after, and it was pretty good. Excited now, especially now that we have like way more strand weapons in the game. Strand sidearm, strand shotguns. I think this shit could be pretty good as well. So definitely something I'm going to keep my eye out for. Strand void possible? Yeah, you can pretty much run anything you want. There are just certain fragments that play into certain combos better than others, right? So. Counter energy. When you or a member of your fire team stuns a champion, you gain energy for your least charge ability. I pretty much never use these, but Blade stamina, rapidly defeating combatants with a sword to refund some ammo. So yeah, as people are saying, this is really playing into swords and void, and I guess like a lot of different types. Like this was really, it really looks like this is supposed to be like a prismatic artifact. But I feel like Void is a little stronger than a lot of the other ones in terms of the artifact alone. While you have a Void or Prismatic subclass equipped, defeating weakened targets provides a small Void overshield. So that's pretty good. And in addition to that, Expanding Abyss, Void sources deal increased damage to weakened targets. So if you can pair these together and you have someone just chucking weakened grenades, you're gonna be doing just fine. Let's talk about Bungie releasing the update for some PS5 players. It was not Bungie. It was Sony directly. Radiant Orbs. While you have a Solar or Prismatic subclass equipped, picking up an Orb of Power makes you Radiant. That could be kind of good. I guess, like, especially someone on your fire team's using, like, the new speaker helmet, like that sort of thing. That could be kind of good. I feel like Radiant has a pretty easy uptime on all three solar subclasses. So, like it. I feel Radiant is really easy to get rolling and keep rolling. So, not so bad. I don't know. While you have an Arc or Prismatic subclass equipped, incoming damage from combatants is reduced while amplified. It's a pretty good one. I think we've had that one before. Pretty good. Prismatic Transfer. When you cast your super, each member of your fire team with a super different than yours, it gains a bonus to weapon damage. Supposedly, we've had this one before. I don't remember it, but it's a universal 20% buff, and it just counts as like your Radiant buff, so it doesn't stack with anything else. So that's kind of good in some instances, but I feel like not as powerful as I originally thought. Heart Shadow? I mean, maybe. Surely we have some good Void swords other than that. It's in Fallen Guillotine's Void, yeah? Yeah, probably Fallen Guillotine I would use instead. But yeah, there might be some really good opportunities for stuff like that. Free Radiant for Prismatic without being on Solar, though. Oh, that's a good point. Although I think one of the aspects... Doesn't one of the aspects give you Radiant for any? I think it does. I'm trying to remember. I think one of the fragments, excuse me, gave you Radiant for getting kills with any melee, though. Yeah, we are going for the world's first race. Yeah, no PhD defenses this year. Yeah. So it's like you can already get that rolling on Prismatic pretty easily, I feel like. But yeah, I guess it's a good option to have. But I'm trying to look at these from like purely a day one perspective for now. And I feel like I am unconvinced that I'll be using Prismatic in the day one just because we'll be missing the exotic class items. Because you don't get those until after the raid. So maybe I'll eat my words. Like I think there's a chance that Transcendence is really, really fucking good, and I'll eat my words there. But for right now, I think I'm just planning on like Solar 3.0, Song of Flame builds. Like that's a lot of what I'm planning in my head. But we'll get 32nd. I'd be happy with that. I want a top 10. I mean, obviously I want Worlds first, but I think I'd be very happy with a top 10. That's what I really want. We got 30th for Val. I was happy with that. I'd be happy with 32nd. Sorry. Argent Blade, while you have armor charge, dealing damage with the sword, consumes an armor charge and empowers your sword for a short time, granting it bonus damage and energy charge rate. Would have been really good against Crota. Expanding Abyss, void sources deal increased damage to weakened targets. So I think this one is going to be especially powerful. Is this an existing buff? Abyss Destiny 2. I don't know if we've had this one before. A quick Google search does not tell me if this has existed before, so I'm going to assume this is a new mod. But yeah, so we don't know if this is a stackable damage increase or not. Do we just assume that instead of the standard, what is weaken? Is weaken 10% or 15? Fuck, let me pull out the chart. Let me pull out the chart. We're consulting the chart. Weaken is 15%. So do we think that it just makes weaken like the 30%? Or do we think it's an additional thing on top of weaken? Or does that even matter? I guess that doesn't really matter because in both of those cases it stacks. If it's a higher weaken debuff or if it's in addition to weaken. You get the effect either way. I'm just trying to think of an instance where this would not, like, hopefully I guess this is a modification of weaken and not like a damage buff to you, but I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be. Yeah, it would be kind of weird if this was a buff to you instead of a debuff to the enemy. Just thinking about like the mechanics of it all. Has to be on top of weaken? Yeah. I guess what I'm asking, because it says we deal increased damage and not the enemy takes increased damage. So the wording makes, I mean, if you think about how this would be applied, it would obviously be a debuff to the enemy. The wording's a little weird though. So I think there's a small chance that it's technically a buff to us and maybe wouldn't stack with a buff like Radiant or something. But I don't think that's the case. I'm just saying just the way it's worded is I could playing devil's advocate, I could understand if like one person out of 1,000 would think that. You know what I mean? But it's almost certainly just a higher debuff on weakened enemies. 30% weakened is also cold weakened. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking like, because it's increased damage to weakened targets, I think, you know, it probably just buffs to, instead of a 15% weaken, it just buffs weaken as a debuff to 20, 25, 30%. Probably not 30. That would be ridiculous, but maybe. If it goes all the way to 30, then you would never need to run a tether, right? So it's like, it seems like it'd be kind of broken. I guess you would still run tether for the Void Grenade, unless you aren't Prismatic. So, kind of weird, but cool. I'm interested. Shield Crush, I think, is going to be very good. While you have Woven Mail, Frost Armor, or Void Overshield, your melee recharges faster and deals increased damage. I think that's just Titan. I'm very excited for the new Titan melee exotics. I want to see how that plays compared to something like Synthoceps. And I think something like this is going to make them play incredibly well. It also means that while you have Amplified or Radiance, your grenade recharges faster and deals increased damage. I've been trying to get back to Starfire Protocol Warlock forever. Okay? And I think this might be my ticket back, baby. If you run Starfire Protocol Son of Flame with the current Infinite Radiant and Restoration build, it's fucking over. Okay? So I'm on super, like, the first thing I'm doing is I'm unlocking Shield Crush using my current Restoration build, but instead of WoW, I'm doing Song of Flame. And I hope it is unbelievably good. We're still kind of debating our class comp. Like, I think a lot of it's gonna be decided by how good, A, the new exotics are in practice, and B, how good, like, if there's any sleeper prismatic picks. Like, I think prismatic, none of us are planning on using it in the day one, just because, once again, the lack of the exotic class items. But there is always a chance that we start playing prismatic, and in that 3-day period, we are like, yeah, this is fucking absurd, and we need to use it. Mostly, I think that's going to come down to how Transcendence itself plays. I think currently we are thinking about doing a 3-2-1 Warlock Hunter Titan, but we might go 3-3 Warlock Hunter. Might go something else. I think it's just, we're all pretty comfortable on different classes. We all have what we prefer, but I think we can all play anything. And it's going to come down to maybe any buffs or nerfs that we didn't think were going to be quite as bad, and they change landscapes, that sort of thing. If Prismatic is fucking good, if some of these artifact mods work better on some characters or others, you know what I mean? We're prepared to do anything, but I think we're leaning towards 3-2-1 right now. Yeah, we're doing 3-3 Warlock Hunter. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think it's probably about 50-50. Nah, maybe like 75% 3-2-1, 25%, somewhere in there. But there's so much up in the air. Like, there's so many big changes happening. And then the addition of the new supers, the new aspects, and Prismatic, along with these. I mean, it's just so much. Like, there's so much up in the air. I've got a feeling Prismatic will be used in day one. People could have found some crazy build combos. Yeah, I mean, it is definitely possible. Like, don't get me wrong. It just feels like a lot of the power of Prismatic comes from the exotic class items. So we'll see. We'll see. Like, I in our chats, there's been a lot of like debates about this. And I am 1 billion% of the mindset of like, there's really no use of arguing about any of this right now, because we just honestly don't fucking know. You know, all we can do right now is theory craft. But a lot of our theory crafting is reliant on assumptions that we don't, you know, like how much faster, how much increased damage, you know, same thing with this. And it's like that for like a bunch of stuff. And we're just assuming things are X way or going to feel X way, or we're only going to have access to this or that. And I think the reality is we honestly just don't have any fucking idea, and we'll find out. So we'll find out. Yeah, the Titan Rocket meta could also be really good. It seems like that's a stacking. Did we decide 35% buff? Something like that as well. For 6 rockets, like that's fucking crazy. You know, I think we have a lot of testing to do. I think day 1 and 2 are going to be grind shit out, get the artifact, get exotics. I think day 3 is going to be a lot of testing. I think Thursday is going to be a lot of testing. And seeing what... no backup plan does not... What is no backup plan? You're telling me? I didn't even bring up the no backup plans. Or is no backup plan a... Are you talking about the gauntlets? The fuck are we talking about here? Yeah, the gauntlets. I didn't bring that shit up. Bruh, I haven't used no backup plan since Destiny 1. I'm confused. The new exhaust. Oh, I see. No backup plans does not stack with Radiant. Oh, because no backup plans buffs shotguns. So you're saying the rocket chest. Wobby, you just gotta type shit out, bro. I've got a billion things coming my way. Holy fuck. So Wobby's argument is no backup plans buffs shotguns. Yeah, deal 35% increased damage if you're using no backup plans, but that does not stack with Radiant. So his argument is the new Titan chest piece will also not stack with Radiant. That's one of those things we're just gonna have to wait and fucking see. You know, it's exactly kind of my point. But also, a 35% buff on 6 rockets absolutely fucking destroys, like a 15%, a 25% buff, so, on 6 rockets. So it's like, I think there's a lot of testing to be done. Yeah. Does that Titan exotic work with mini shield? They didn't show mini shield, I don't think, but they showed it working with the dodge, the arc Titan dodge, the thrusters. So certainly it will. So, bro, the Titan exotic buffs rocket sidearms confirmed, and it does increase damage from Dragon's Breath Ignition. I need to know if the buffs Wolfpack rounds and stuff like the origin perks. I can't believe it works with, yeah, here, I'll share this infographic for you guys. I can't believe it works with rocket sidearms. I guess it has rockets in the name, but that's kind of fucking crazy. Hopefully Weapons of Light will be buffed at some point. I mean, they kind of nerfed it. They moved it. Weapons of Light is only with Helm of Saint 14 now. Like, I don't think any person is going to be using Weapons of Light. I don't know. Like I said, like, I hate arguing. Our day one chat has just been like constant arguing about what builds are going to be better than what. What's better than what? What's better than what? What's better than what? And it's like, brothers, I don't know. Maybe they fucking can cook in their heads like that, but until I see shit in game, that's the scientist in me, right? I can't sit here and make 100 assumptions and say definitively, this will be better. You know what I mean? Can't do that. I've seen a lot of that, not only on our team, but I've seen that across Twitter and Reddit and everything. And it's like, the scientist in me is fucking screaming for help. It's like, I just need to see these numbers in game. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous. I can't do that. I cannot do this. And then the last one, Transference. Gain increased grenade and melee damage while Transcendent. I think this one's going to be very good. Because Transcendent also already comes with increased recharge rate for both of those as well. It comes with a super grenade, and you can use it with supers. So any melee supers, any grenade supers are probably also going to be buffed by this. Could be fucking crazy. That's all I'm saying. Weapon final blows while Transcendent refund darkness and light energy after Transcendent ends. Could be kind of interesting. I don't really foresee myself using a lot of weapons during Transcendence, to be completely honest, but just imagine like you're just like, you have like Sunshot on and you're like bam, 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 and then you just shoot one Sunshot and you blow up like 20 thrall and then you have Transcendence back or whatever. I think this one's going to be very good. I think Transference is going to be very, very good. They are going to want Prismatic and Transcendence to feel absolutely fucking disgusting to get people sold on it. And I think this is the way of doing it temporarily without breaking it for the entire season, personally. So, or for the entire forever. So, I think this is going to be incredibly good. But once again, we have to wait and see the numbers because I can't sit here and be like, oh, ain't me. Is this why they probably nerf Lament with the sword artifact mods? It might just be a raid DPS strat. That's an interesting question. I feel like, because the biggest nerf to Lament, I think Lament, if I'm not mistaken, got a damage nerf in the power of the combo, like the final heavy attack. I can look it up. I should look up the actual numbers, but off the top of my head, it was that, and then it heals you less too. I'm not really sure how healing would play into this. But if it is the damage thing, I could definitely see that playing into it. They could have also just made that mod not affect Lament if they really wanted to. Reduce healing effect by 20%. Yeah, so combos do less damage if you're chaining by 20%. Okay, so yeah, it'll probably just be supplemented by this mod. What do we think of the raid's name? I think I almost got it right. I was reminded by Wabi today, Twitter advanced search, that I almost got it right. I totally forgot. Scarrow. Or let me put in. I mean, not quite, but Eager Edge. What the? Why is this putting me back all the way fucking? Yeah, so here's my tweet. I said, this was, when was this? May 8th. So it's 22 days ago, 3 weeks ago. I said, less than a month until we get a new raid. Name predictions. I think something with the word Oblivion would be sick. Edge of Oblivion. So I got the edge part right. So it's called, what is it called? Salvation's Edge. So I was there. I was close. I was close. I think Ritz has a tweet where you have melee regen from Banner of War, and the artifact perk and the new exotic is so strange, so it's busted even more with the nerf. Yeah. Yeah. Lots of edging. Yeah, I mean, edging was an easy one. Okay, I have to do my last 3 bounties, and then I'm just going to stack dailies. But I have to do the Ascendant Challenge this week. So let's go ahead and do that. Freak Nation's Edge? Hell yeah. No! Shit! Forgot that pulling for my Postmaster would do that. Silly me. Okay. A vast majority of raids have the title blank of the blank, so it's a solid guess. Yeah. I thought, yeah. I figured they were gonna do something like that again. Oh, it's Starlight Chamber. So let's go do that. If you guys missed it, I'm back up to maximum triumph score. Every guild, every title of all time. So we are fucking gaming, brethren. The one thing I need to go back and do, the only thing I need to do is get all my gold. Fuck off. I need to gold all of my badges, and it's just something I never went and did. I just have a couple of them. I need like one thing. I think I have 3 badges. I need like one thing to gold. So that's something I need to do at some point. But yeah, every title, every guild, max triumph score all time, baby. We are back. We are so back. And also max Grimoire score Destiny 1. You gonna watch the 9-hour bite video on Monday? Maybe some of it, yeah. 9 hours is a lot. Maybe over the course of a couple weeks, I'll watch the whole 9-hour thing. And honestly, I'll probably do that. But I'm like super zoomer brained. It's pretty hard for me to do something like that. It'd be a good listen while I'm like working. But I have like, it's hard for me to pay attention to something for that long, you know? But I think, I love Bife. I think it's unbelievable that he did this. And I know this video is going to fucking pop off for him. So I'm so happy for him. What? Is this one of the, I have to like exit and come back? What do you need for those golds? Let's make them happen. No, not right now. What I need more than gold things are, what I need more than those are gold, there it is. I need a gold onslaught weapons, so that's what I'll get those golds eventually, but not right now. Honestly, a good time for me to watch that bite video is I took off I took off Tuesday, Wednesday. I still work Thursday because I didn't want to burn through all my PTO. So I have to work the Thursday before the raid. I'll take it off if I need to. I just figured we wouldn't need the grind quite as much, but if I need to, I will. But if I end up going to work that day, I'm not gonna be able to focus at all. So putting on a 9-hour podcast will get me through the day, honestly. Oh, you know what? I bet I can just fucking... That did not work anywhere near as well as I thought it was going to. Oh, that was the most pitiful launch I've ever done. Oh, I can't skip? Shit. Prince will get it. Prince will get him. Ha! Bro, how are they gonna make stuff you can't skip? Didn't they know in Forsaken that we would have a ridiculous amount of movement tech? Yeah, exactly, Sai. It's so real. How do they expect me to focus? Yo, Rasmus, how you doing, buddy? Oh, I did not mantle. Good, awesome. Yeah, I don't really expect a crazy buggy launch. I mean, Bungie has handled seasons and expansions very well for a while now, so I have confidence. I trust. I have more reason to trust in a smooth launch than any reason to doubt it, you know what I mean? So it's I try not to just go into things with a negative energy if I don't have to. So what, the cutscene? Oh yeah. Unskippable? You literally can't skip this cutscene. What the? Are you gonna play the Elden Ring DLC? No, I never even played regular Elden Ring. The real question is, if he would have shot Cade there, would Cade be resurrected?
died. So did you.
I would have shot him anyways. He'd just be resurrected. Yo, Fern, what's up? Yeah, the only thing I don't like about the raid being called Edge of Salvation, Salvation's Edge, is now we have 2 Salvation raids. I don't know how much XP I'll have. Once I finish bounty prepping here, I'll show you my final XP count. I'll probably just say, instead of saying, hey, do you want to use a or do you want to go do Salvation's Edge? I'll probably say, I'm so edged right now. Yo, want to edge? Yeah, honestly, that's actually what I'll say. Yo, want to get edged? Okay, alrighty, now we go back in. I think I already watched it on my Hunter, please. Yeah, we do a little edging. There's no way. Look, man, I see the Bungie employees tweet. I know some of them get kind of freaky. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. But you cannot tell me, I guarantee they have been making these jokes for months. I guarantee. Oh, I've got 20,000 shards to spend, man. Shit. Nothing wrong with being freaky. No, I agree. But you know they're making these jokes for sure. You need to see DMG's likes. Wait, what about him? Has he just been liking the jokes? Instead of know what to do, people are gonna say must know how to edge. If you keep your engrams at the vendors, they're just gonna disappear. But if you pick them up, they're just gonna dismantle into more legendary shards. So I probably will not do it. If you need enhancement cores, I would do it. I'm at like fucking 1 billion of them, so. The raid title should be Edge Master. No, it should be Master Edger. I'm still disappointed they didn't make a fishing title. Anytime Bungie asks me for feedback ever, I'm always gonna say, you missed a huge opportunity with the fishing title. That's gonna be my feedback until the end of time. They've done it to themselves. It was right there. It was literally right there, man. The Salvation's Edge title should be Edgelord. That would be sick. Fuck, I hope it's Edgelord. Jesus. I'm gonna tweet that shit out. 1 second. I will not let someone tweet steal this. That's content. Content. Whoa. Can I kill these guys? Bro, who's ready for the new Bad Omens tomorrow? Sheesh. Bro, I'm gonna die. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to tweet a banger here, boys. Cool. I'm surprised a lot of people are getting Godslayer. I mean, it's the sickest title they've ever done, and there's cheeses for it. So it's like, I'm not, in hindsight, I should have known this was gonna happen, I think. I do wish it was rare, but I think what's more important than it being super rare is people engaging with hard raid content, right? So I think at the end of the day, yeah, I would have preferred a rare title. And, you know, I would have liked to be able to go into the Guardian and flex on, or go into the tower and flex on Guardian rank 1 Guardians. But also, I'm really happy that Bungie made an activity that is encouraging people to interact with raiding content, so. Yeah, my day 1 team's been confirmed for a long time. Godslayers prove that FOMO does pull numbers. I've said this for years, decades, not decades, not quite, but I've said it for a long time. You know, there's like a huge anti-FOMO push in the Destiny community, and there's definitely like quote unquote bad forms of FOMO. But yo, Taken, thank you so much. But it is a psychological fact that in order for a game like Destiny to succeed, a looter shooter, and especially a live service one, some degree of FOMO needs to exist, or else players will never play. Or they'll get bored. FOMO keeps people coming back. It's just a fact. And so there are definitely good ways. I think the shiny weapons are a great way to do it. You know, you get people playing now, but you leave the weapons in, so there's like functionally very little difference. You don't destroy the game. I think all cosmetic grinds are good forms of FOMO. What is FOMO? Fear of missing out. So it's, oh, I'm gonna die. Fuck. No, we survived this. We survived this. Oh, Jesus. So FOMO is essentially that feeling of anger or nervousness you get when you realize that you haven't you don't have all your red borders and they are getting removed next week. That's FOMO. Or the fact that you really want the day 1, the 24-hour emblem, but your team's like, you're worried your team might not be good enough to get you through the raid on contest. That's FOMO. FOMO, especially in the form of cosmetics, is incredibly necessary as a motivator in a game like Destiny. Yo, Brophy, thank you so much for becoming a mother chicken. Love your face, and thank you for the support, my friend. If you're new to the channel, by the way, make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 100,000 subs. So if you would help, that would be absolutely amazing. How many day 1 clears do you think there will be? Oh, fuck, I have no idea. I have literally no idea. I guess it depends how many, I think based off of how many encounters. I think for every encounter, it'll go down by 25%. But I don't know what the starting point of that is. You know, I would say Crota is probably a good baseline. But fuck if I know. I want to get these out of the way, and then I'm just going to speed through some dailies on all my characters. What is this one called? There will be a massive drop in contest completions from Ron, hopefully, but I mean, that's kind of a given, though. Are people paying for Godslayer? I've seen many Guardian rank 7s, no double or triple 100 builds, no matter what weapons, low light, dying 10 times on onslaught and 0 mission. There are a lot of people doing Godslayer carries and helps, for sure. I turned 27 in August. I'm 26.
You died. So did you.
I saw on Twitter that Godslayer paid carry costs like 800 pounds. Fuck, bro. Who wants to be carried the Godslayer? I'm looking to make some money.
Yeah, I don't have to call you Prince anymore, do I?
I'm talking purely from a difficulty standpoint, Razzie. Also remember with Crota, you had to complete it twice as well, and do challenges. But a lot of people doing carries. It's like, I am so torn about carries for Pantheon. Because like the part of me that's like not a shitty human being is like, oh no, that's cool, you're helping people get things that they might not already be able to get or whatever. But then I'm also like, the elitist part of me is like, well, if they can't already get it, that's like literally the fucking point. Maybe they shouldn't be able to get it, you know? And then I'm like, oh, but it's also really good for those people's channels. Like, I'm happy for them having success doing carries. And then I'm also like, but them doing carries actively makes my achievement look not as cool. There's two wolves inside of me. The don't do fucking carries and the, oh yeah, carry everybody wolves, you know? And then there's also the part of me that I think the worst thing in the game, like most people do carries or Sherpas or get carried or Sherpa'd and then they carry on gracefully. And hopefully the idea with carries or Sherpas is you are then inspired to go find your own team and do harder content. But I think like 5% of people that get carried then just get a really toxic mindset that they deserve to be carried through everything because that's the streamer's job. And that is probably my least favorite type of commenter. Like, if someone comes in chat and, like, they're just, like, racist, right? I just know it's like, okay, you just have, like, a brain deficiency, or you're, like, you think you're, like, a funny edgelord or whatever. You know what I mean? And that's an easy ban. That's fine. But if someone comes in chat and they're like, oh, Scarrow, you should carry me through this. It's like it's less of, like, a brain deficiency. It's more of, like, a really weird parasocial relationship. And I have a lot harder time coming to terms with entitlement like that. Maybe that's because I grew up in the South and I'm just like, okay, racists exist, you know, and there's not much you can do about it. You can ignore them. But things like the entitled people, it's like, I feel like that's an active consequence of like very avoidable actions, you know? So it's probably my least favorite type of chatter, and it happens a lot. Like anytime, that's why I don't really stream trials, because everyone's like, oh, carry me. It's like, just like go fucking, it's not even that hard. Go solo, you know what I mean? Like, you'll be fine. Shoo. So, but it's like, I also, like, once again, like, I do really appreciate the Sherpa. And, like, back in Age of Triumph, man, we carried so many people through. Oh, I thought it was Warlock there for a second. Jesus Christ. I was like, why did I not just go anywhere? We carried a lot of people through the 490 rate, 390, 490 rates, whatever it was back then. We carried a ton of people through those. That was like why my channel got big enough. Big enough. That's why I got 1,000 subs, and that's why I got invited to the Destiny 2 reveal event. Like, so it's like I've definitely I've done this sort of thing before, but I personally don't think carries are a good way to build channels for most people. Like carries will get you a lot of subs, but it's, I think, the wrong type of audience, and it's people that don't like you for your personality. They like you for what they can get out of you, and it's the retention, in my experience, is very low with carries. It works for some people, like Jake, but I think for the most part, creates a really toxic environment, and it's just kind of not worth it. This mountaintop is Impulse Amplifier Frenzy. It's a service on entertainment. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And like I said, I have really mixed feelings about it anyways. Like I think what's more disappointing, I guess, for me, is not that people are being carried to Godslayer. It's that you're able to carry people through Godslayer. I think Godslayer was a really great step forward in terms of how difficult content can be in Destiny. But I think the fact that you are able to effectively carry 1 or 2 people through a -20 run and, you know, just put them on ad. The fact that there's an ad clear position at all in Godslayer, I think, is a slight failure. I don't think you should be able to do that. Personally, I think in an ideal world, Godslayer requires every single person to be on top of their game and doing something. You know, you have to be you have to be alert. You have to be Adderalled up to succeed. So it's like, so I think that's where a lot of my inner conflicts. Like, I just wish it was more difficult. Like, I wish the surges weren't a thing, for instance. But also, then the other part of me is, at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. It's a bunch of pixels in a video game. People are having fun. Let them have fun, you know? And I think that's probably the healthiest take. And once again, I am just excited that people are interacting with raiding content in the first place. I think that's really exciting. I think the more people interact that are inspired to interact with raiding content, the more resources Bungie can put into raiding content or end game content, and the better we all eat at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So I'm very conflicted with the whole thing. Unironically, I hope Salvation's Edge isn't even formannable. I don't know, because just because you are required to have a certain amount of people does not make a raid like more or less complex. Like Spire of Stars, you had to have 5 people, but 4 of them do fucking nothing. You know, they stand on a plate. And being on plate duty is just as bad as being on ad clear. You know what I mean? There are plenty of raids that exist that are not easy to low man. Like King's Fall, not an easy trio. Deepstone, not an easy duo. But that doesn't mean that the raids are worse because they can be duoed, or, you know, you can... I don't know. That's just kind of have a couple of different ways of looking at it, so... Like, you could, I think Riven is one of the greatest fights ever. No, I think Riven is the best encounter in Destiny history. And the fact you can technically solo it, and the fact that you can do it legit, I mean, you can do it legit solo, it's RNG, but you can. Or the fact that you can do it legit 2-man or 3-man, I don't think that makes the Riven fight any worse, right? Like, I don't think the number of people required to complete an encounter has really effects on it. It's just complexity and of the mechanics, really, at the end of the day, I think. Yeah, I agree. I think Bungie's approach to difficulty has been very good. Over probably the last 6 months. I'd say starting with Deep Dives 7, Tier 7, and then going into, you know, the Coil, increasing difficulty, going into the Light with Onslaught, and Pantheon, and 0 Hour Legend, and then we hear the devs say like, oh, I want this to be the hardest strike ever with the new strike in the final shape. I want people to scream and cry. Like, that's base as fuck. That's awesome, and I really like Bungie's newfound, or I guess rekindled approach towards difficulty. I think is really cool. So what am I doing? Where is my melee button? Why? Oh, because it's not melee, it's click. I'd play Hunter a lot, actually. And just in case there's anyone kind of new to the game or not as serious about the game, I don't think there's anything wrong with not doing harder content in the game. Like, don't get me wrong, but I do think harder options should exist and should be encouraged. You should be incentivized to go complete harder and harder content and get better and better at the game and think more about build crafting and team composition and stuff like that. So it's something I think the game needs more of, but I'm not necessarily saying everything in the game needs to be difficult, because I truly don't believe that. I think there should be things for all types of players in the game. So that's just kind of how I think about it. Okay, I can fit. I'm gonna do 4 more daily bounties. So let's go see if the Throne World has any. Do you think they'll rework the Thresh perk to give extra Transcendence energy? Probably not. I imagine they'll have a Transcendence version of Thresh, though. Please read your last 2 messages. I got this new plot. Basically, there's a dragon called the Raven of 1,000 Voices, except she's got huge boobs. Brother. Alright, Lab, you're banned. What currency do you think should be removed next? My thing is less about removing currencies and more about removing unnecessary caps on currencies. Are you still grinding Onslaught? Yeah. Solar ability, hand cannon, patrols. All right, I'm gonna do solar hand cannon. And these Toland ones are so fast in the Throne World, so.
The Hive, they don't like me sniffing around anything suspicious. They chased me off before I could scan anything, but now I gotta know,
Yo, Steven, what's up? I was thinking upgrade modules, just go with account wide slot leveling. Yeah. I think power is going to start to mean less and less as we go forward in Destiny, which I think is good, but I'm just interested to see what they replace it with. Yo, Kyle, how you doing, my friend? Any more Toland? Yo, who up Toland in their orb, bro? Oh, is this light? Feet Hive combatants? No, okay. Yeah, I agree. I don't like when any currency takes up vault space or inventory space. That's a total agree for me, dog. Top 10 hottest raid bosses. That's a good like April Fool's video. What's your number 1? If you guys had to pick your number 1. Atrax. Right? That's easy. Or Sisters. Does that count? No, Atrax. There's like 16 of her. Borgong. Justice for Borgong. I hope Borgong is really the final shape we made along the way. The OST will almost certainly come out June 3rd. Oh, man. This is my, like, least favorite thing about patrols is when there are 0 enemies. Oh, Rolk and Shadow Rolk. Just getting kicked constantly. Brutal. Yeah, I'm finishing out my bounty prep by... I didn't get every single weekly, so I'm just supplementing with a couple extra dailies. Just to get all the XP I can. And then I will show you how much XP I have saved. It's not perfect. I haven't done a lot of the clan bounties because the clan bounties are clown bounties, you know what I mean? But I got every single weekly. I missed, because I was in Hawaii, I missed one Ascendant Plane, Ascendant Challenge bounty on each character. But other than that, I have every weekly except for a couple of the raid clan ones. And then it's, but I'm fucking cooking. I have millions of the XP. Millions, I tell you. Brother, these bounties are so fucking slow. I miss the days of the EDZ bounties when it was like, look at an enemy. And then you got a billion XP for doing that. That was a lot. That was pretty good. Alright, so that's solar. Control's ability. Oh, did I already get hand cannon? Okay, so let's go do... There's a Tolan patrol. Then I can probably just go into a lost sector and do ability kills. You're gonna buy the DLC tomorrow? Let's go! Am I excited for Final Shape? Yeah, of course. I'm fucking fiending. I want that shit now. Not as bad as PlayStation users, I guess, wanted it now, but I'm almost there. Yeah, I'm fucking ready. It's, Monday's gonna be brutal. Alright, now I just need ability kills. Cool, okay. So that should be 60. Alright, Hunter is done. Let's go finish off Titan. My Warlock should only need like one. So. How much does my Titan need? Oh, I'm at 60. Oh, well. Oh, shit. Alright, I can do one on my Titan. Because I still got these fucking things. I forgot about those. That's anti-pogs, Bungie. What are we doing here? Are you stashing Paraversal? I never spent them, so I should still have a lot. And by a lot, I mean 0. No, I'm not. The only reason Paraversal hulls were good was for flattening. I've got 10 in my vault. Was for flattening when you got a powerful and shit. And honestly, with the legendary campaign putting you as close as it does, I'm not fucking worried at all. All right. Yeah, I'll probably get rid of them this weekend. I've spent down to 5,000 twice this season, and the last couple of seasons have just been giving you an unreal number of legendary shards, man. It's fucking crazy. Just because of how many weapons like Coil and Altars and Onslaught drop, man. Like, just a fucked amount of legendary shards. You cannot get rid of them fast enough. So, my ass is gonna spend them on Sunday. just set up a macro to buy Phantasmal Fragments or something, and then call it a day. Panthers versus Rangers tonight. Who you got? Panthers. I think I want Panthers to take the whole thing. I've been on the Panthers train since before the playoffs started. I thought he was gonna be. I said it was either gonna be Carolina or the Panthers from the East, and Carolina or the Oilers from the West. Or fuck. Avalanche or the Oilers from the West. And what I wanted, I said it on stream and maybe on Twitter too. What I wanted was an Oilers-Panthers matchup, but I thought the Avs and the Hurricanes were good enough to make it. And it turns out that my initial gut reaction was right. I want Panthers to win because they have a lot of ex-Sabres. I'm a Sabres fan. So I really want them to win, but we'll see. I just love seeing McDavid play. McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman, Nugent Hopkins, like all of those guys, all of their star players are just so much fun to watch, man. All right, is this my world? This is my Titan still. No, it's my Hunter. What am I doing? You want Dallas Rangers? I would not. I would like if the Rangers won because of Chris Drury. Like, I think that would be cool. Dallas, I'm not a big Texas fan. Dallas is, that green is disgusting. Like, I don't know. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, let's do that real quick. I can't get rid of this. I can't get rid of this. I can't get rid of this. Oh my god. Okay, let me just go do that real quick. Let me get rid of this bounty. Yeah, we'll be streaming on Monday because that's when the soundtrack's probably gonna drop. But I just think about like Kachuk and Montour and Reinhardt playing McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman, and I'm just like, fuck, that would be an unbelievably good series, man. These are hockey teams, Razzie. Ice hockey. I do have all the Destiny Funko Pops, yes. You can see them in some of my ranking videos. They sit on the shelf behind me. That's all I needed to do to get rid of that quest. Are you fucking kidding me? No, 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 I'm not picking that shit up. Get out of here. Okay. I can close this too. Neomuni. Neomuni. Let's go Neomuna. This will be a nice little send-off too. I haven't been for a while. I really do like Neomuna. I like, it's a patrol, so I think all patrols are pretty underutilized with the exception of the Dreaming City. I would have liked to have seen more Neomuna, but for what it is, I quite enjoyed Neomuna. I think the Vex Strike Force was incredible. I really like a lot of the missions that take place on Neomuna. I agree with everyone, like, it's a city I wish it felt more populated and stuff. I get it. Not really a big fan of the -10, -5 thing, whatever it is. But for the most part, like, Neomuna's kind of a vibe. Kind of like it. I do have glow-in-the-dark Crota. I have all the chases. I have the invisible Ikora thing, too. Nimbus's post? Oh, can you guys believe? Wait, the action figure was like here. Oh, it's gonna be outside? Yeah. Wait, what? Wonder if they're using my guide. Oh, I'm blind. I'm so blind. Exotic armors are you burning on Cypher's first? I have no idea. About the veil. Disgusting. Hey, thank you, Steven. Top 3 weapons you're looking to enhance: Edge Transit, Mountaintop. I don't remember what else can be enhanced that I use. It's probably about it. Those 2. No, I don't use Recluse. Brother. Skimmers are so cool. Can you believe they just added these for a holiday event? Like, what? You know, for all the bad stuff that happened in the Lightfall year, these last 6 months especially, like, Bungie's, they fucking cooked, man. I'm so happy for them. They really, truly did cook. I'm so excited to see. Am I dumb? Is it? Yeah, the only time I put on a Sparrow is when I use a subclass that oh, is it to the, it's to is it through there? Only time I use a Sparrow is when I use a loadout that still has a Sparrow on it and I forget. And I think there's like a teleporter right over there. Bruh. But can you guys like believe Lightfall was over a year ago? A year and a quarter ago? It really feels like yesterday. This year has actually unironically gone unbelievably fast. Like, I know, especially the first half of the year was kind of shit. But man, it has gone so fast for me, at least. And I guess like finishing my PhD, moving, starting a new job, like, yeah, that probably played a big part of why it's gone so fast. But man, it has just been so fast. Oh, you know what? What's actually better for this? Should just put this on the first time. And I'm getting old. Life goes too fast when you're old. Oh my god, I cannot aim worth shit, holy. Oh, I should have put on Forerunner, man. Actually, now that I think about it. Damn, I'm throwing. Yo, you wanna give me ammo? I don't have Forerunner on, but I'll put on this. Easy, first try. Now top roll is Impulse Amplifier Frenzy. Is that Radio Sond? Or is it the Puka Pond? The mission was technically here. So that's what I'm gonna assume. Oh, it is Myos? Okay. Pretty weird no one managed to play through the entire campaign before it got shut down. These leakers or something else. I don't think it's weird. My understanding is they were on New Light accounts. You couldn't even start until you hit a certain Guardian rank, and then I mean, it wasn't even up for that long in the grand scheme of things, so. Pretty much the only thing that has been leaked, Steven, is just a bunch of collection stuff. So I think like the season pass for the episode pass. Wow, that's never gonna not be weird, is it? I'm gonna say season pass for the episode. I don't like episode pass. The weapons for the episode, the raid weapons, unfortunately, I believe have been leaked. The raid exotic, I believe, has been leaked. No spoilers, please. This is a spoiler-free zone. But in terms of raid, anything about the raid, like no one was able to launch the raid. Anything about campaign stuff, like none of that was leaked. Luckily. Oh, I didn't remember that those pillars from Vex, Hypernet, was there Hypernet current? I didn't know those were Strike exclusive. Okay, so it's over here. Oh, the arcade. Nothing about raid mechanics, just beyond mechanic names. Yeah, and it's like, let's be honest, there's a very, very, very high chance that those leak anyways. You know? It's, like, what are the chances in the 3 days before the raid the names of the mechanics don't leak? Before Crota, and you know, there's been some IT people, I think, said that they increased their encryption, which is awesome. I'm glad they're trying. That is fantastic. But right before Crota, I literally saw a team rip the entire 3D model of Crota and like put it into like an individualized Destiny instance. That like people knew exactly that. No, I guess nothing had really changed, but people ripped the entire thing. They had all the charm strings, they had everything, and it's like, yeah. So I really hope it's true, but I find it very hard to believe that some of the raid stuff isn't going to leak beforehand. And plus, it's just name of mechanics. It's not even. I haven't seen it, but supposedly it's just names of mechanics. It's the equivalent of seeing like brand held or whatever in King's Fall. It doesn't really give you any information, so. But I hope the encryption is a lot better. Like, don't get me wrong. I hope it is a huge deterrent and it works. I'm just not really holding my breath. Because if I know one thing, if there's any fucking community that is more psychotic than emblem people in the Destiny community, it's goddamn, like, data miners, man. They are fucked. There is literally no stopping them. And trying to stop them just makes them excited. And then it doesn't help that there are people that will spread leaks no matter what to get some views, you know? It is here, right? Yeah, it is a never-ending battle, yeah. Whoa, Jesus. Oh, hey, Archie. Oh, I have to save him. Oh, no. Okay. Yo, what's up, Andy? It's 31.5, I think, for one. It's somewhere 31, 32 for your first here, and then 41.25 for your second final one. So, not too bad. Definitely doable, especially if you stack up on some bounties now, but it's not the end of the world. I think it should be super doable in 3 days. Especially if you're only going for one. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Ada, and then we're gonna show. I'll show how much XP I've saved up. That's fun. That's really fun. All right, let me get that out of my inventory real quick so I don't lose shit.
The pyramid's approach fills me with
I really wish you could move out raid banners. I would buy a lot more raid banners, but I just don't have the inventory space for it. And that is pain. Oh, is the API down? Oh no, there you go, never mind. Okay, so here is my Destiny recipes. So I'm at, I don't really know, what is that gold thing here? I'm at about 21 levels. So that's pretty fucking good. About 21 levels. I should easily be able to get to both, so. Pretty happy for that. What do I need? What are my resource points? So if this blows up, I'll get like 1 billion more points, right? So let me just go buy a couple more upgrade modules, and then this will blow up, and I'll be high on the leaderboard. They said they're you can, if you miss one, you can go back and get, because they're not worth triumph points. The only thing they give you are lore, and they said there will be a way to get the lore later, so you don't have to worry about that if you missed a week.
Nice shooting out there.
Okay, so that should. I'm overkilling it, bro. Sup, bro? You are overkilling it. How do I see the leaderboards? $211. Let's go. Yeah, for over 14,000 enhancement course. Okay, yeah, so 21 levels. I'm super happy with that. I think that means I'll be able to hit 42 literally no problem. Yeah, so tomorrow, I don't know if there will be a stream. We'll see. This weekend, I'm going to be doing a lot of onslaught farming. So at least one stream, if not two. But I do want to spend some time with my wife before I essentially die for a week or two. And then Monday, OST stream. So fuck yeah. Yeah, I got to spend the shards. I'll set up a macro. I'll take care of that. Don't worry about it. All right, everyone. Have a fantastic night. Thank you for joining me. Get some sleep. Tell your loved ones goodbye for a little bit of time, because you won't be dead. You'll just be dead to the world, as it should be. All right, everyone. Have a fantastic night. I love your faces. I'll see you very soon. Peace out, everyone. See ya.